Hey guys, welcome back. This is Richard Beck with Beck's Armory, and today I'm going to show you how you can make your very own Beck's Armory knife clamp jig. So basically this is going to allow you to glue up knives with hidden tangs. So one of the things with gluing up a hidden tang blade is sometimes you want multiple levels of clamping. I'm going to put a set of these plans on the Beck's Armory website, and the actual components, the CNC cut components, will be available from becksarmory.com. Now, in that set of plans, there will be a simplified version. So, you know, I'm going to have parts that look like this, and parts that look like this, parts that look like this, and this. But all of those, you know, cool, sexy curves, chamfers, radiuses, those aren't needed. They're just cosmetic. So, I always like to design things that both function well and look really good. I like my stuff to be cosmetically appealing to the eye. I'm not one of those, if it works, it doesn't matter what it looks like kind of guy. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to cut out a set of parts. See, the thing about, you know, running your own business is you take risks. Like, I cut all of these out, and my kerf on this material was thinner than it was on the last material, so therefore these, they don't fit. So, now I have to make this set actually work, build one myself, modify every piece individually, which takes a super long time, a big, huge waste of money. Actually, it's probably going to be cheaper just for me to throw this set away. So I just lose money. So that's the challenge of, you know, having a small business. You know, I try to show my failures, you know, as well as, you know, my successes. This is not all smooth sailing. You know, it takes a lot. You know, I've got a lot of money invested. In the table, the compressor, but I'm so grateful because YouTube has allowed me to do this, you know. I'm not getting rich off YouTube. I'm not getting rich off Beck's Armory. All the money I make off of YouTube and Beck's Armory and the ads on the website, every penny of that goes back into Beck's Armory to buy better tools so I can bring you better builds. So that's the cycle here. You know, a lot of guys sometimes wonder, you know, what's with all the ads on the website? Or, you know, why aren't you just giving this stuff away for free? Because it takes a lot of money to buy a $1,300 laptop and a $4,000 table and a $1,000 compressor and, you know, all the air filtration and the mill and the press. All of that is funded by these types of projects, and that's just, I want to, you know, kind of let you guys in on how it all works, and I want to thank you for your support in buying plans, you know, and just leaving comments, giving me thumbs up. That really makes this all possible. You guys are the reason this is possible. So I want to hold up, you know, and do my part by bringing you the best builds that I can. So if you have ideas for a build, something that you need, tell me what your problems are with the projects that you're doing. What would make your life easier? That's what I'm going to try to do. Alright, this process takes a little bit of time, so I'm probably going to fast forward right about now. Alright, so sometimes my camera shuts off at like 5-minute intervals. I really need to figure that out. So this is the second run of parts. Moment of truth. I did kind of check to make sure, but... Alright, so it looks like that's almost 100% through. A little, cleaning up of the slag right there, and it should slip right in there, and make welding nice and easy. On the simplified versions, you're going to drill a round hole, and you're going to fill the gap. It's going to save you money. So, but if you want to support the channel, you can always, buy the CNC cut ones from me, and I will hook you up. All right. This is the other one. And those of you guys who have tables like this, I'm just going to show you these feed rates. I mean, that's straight off. I got a little bit right there where it slowed down. But almost zero slag on 1/4 inch. I am cutting 35 amps, 85 PSI, 27 inches a minute. Fairly new consumables, but it's a pretty nice looking part. So I'm going to clean these up. Alright, so those of you guys who follow the Beck's Armory Facebook page already have seen this process, but those of you who don't, I'm going to show it. So to get the slag off, just take my chipping hammer here. Give it a little bit of a gentle couple of taps. I find this is the easiest way. There's a lot of guys who try a lot of different methods, wire brushes, but just a little tap. If you have so much slag that it's really hard to get off, you should change something. I'm just looking for the really large pieces. Typically the slag is in transitions, so if the CNC loses some speed in a tight corner, some slag will build up. That should be about the only place you're experiencing it. So then, take some 80 grit sandpaper. I just can replace any of these jobs. Just actually take the material off so I can get close here. Okay, so these are all the major components right here. Those of you who have seen my multi-axis tracking system, yes, these are the same handle. These have a hole, those don't. Same exact handle, just with and without a hole. I like to reuse components as much as possible. This right here gets welded together. And a coupling gets welded on the bottom. Now, I've got a hole in the base plate to align this threaded rod. So it's going to be very important that the bottom nut and the top nut are both threaded onto the thread rod before you start welding. Otherwise, this whole thing could twist and stretch, and then your thread rod is not going to come down all the way through. Can you do this without the backbone? Sure, you could, but it's going to suck. So this is really going to give it a lot more rigidity. So That's going to be in there. And then the top one is going to go up and down. And this does not have a slot because this is where the point of the knife is going to go. Now you could drill a hole in there, but the thing is everybody's knife's different. So if I drill a hole in there, it may actually hinder you. But this is going to push down on the tip of the knife and press that hidden tang into the handle. Now there's going to be rubber on here so it doesn't slip around. This middle guy here actually has a slot, so the blade goes through there, and this will push down on the guard, compressing the handle medium inside of there. Now we're going to have these little guys here. These are what you actually turn to clamp each individual section. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Like I said, I've got a full set of build plans on Beck's Armory's website that give you all the dimensions for all of this stuff. You can buy a kit. The kits from me do not come with the thread rod or the nuts or the couplers. You can buy this stuff at every Ace, Home Depot, Lowe's, big box, little box hardware store in America, and we're not going to waste money shipping that kind of stuff around when it's available everywhere. So a kit would come with everything you see here. So let's go ahead and weld it up. Once again, just a reminder, make sure you sand off all the coatings from the nuts before you start welding. I don't have a helmet on. What the world, Richard? Alright, 2 of the 3 couplings that you need for this kit need to be drilled out. Nothing critical here. All you're doing is getting rid of the threads. Don't make them too loose, but you want the threads to be gone. It really, really likes to grab and just pull itself in. So I just wanted to prove you can do these by hand with a hand drill. I have a mill behind me, but you shouldn't. This process can be done with a hand drill. Now, I'm walking up to it, just kind of taking the threads out little by little. That's going to help. takes a lot of work. Since I got one done, I'm going to turn it sideways. Now I can hold it down here. Yeah, hold on. All right, now we're gonna see. I could open these up a smidge more to make them smooth, but let's see how they work now. All right, so we got these on, and these couplings slide. They're smooth enough that they're not hanging up. That's the important thing, you know? So 2 of the 3 get drilled out. And they will get welded into here. I'm going to let them be a little bit proud. That way I can weld around. And also, make sure you grind off all of the nickel, all of the chrome, all of the black oxide, whatever coating is on these, grind it off. I would say soak it in vinegar, but some of these coatings, it's not going to matter. I'm pretty sure chrome's not going to care. Just grind it off. With sandpaper, a file, or a belt grinder, something along those lines. Make sure you clean the coatings off before you weld these. Alright, so this is the finished product. Now I'm going to paint this one and, you know, take some pretty pictures. But basically, this is how it works. You can turn this guy here, and this will go up and down and push down on the lower portion. It'll push down on the guard.
Why is there a knife in there?
Because this thing holds knives. Anyway, so it will compress your handle material, you know, and give you a good glue up there. It will also hold your blade into place, and push the tang down into your handle. So you just loosen this top, and your knife will come out. So basically, just slide your knife in there. Give it a little, now it's solid, and there'll be rubber down here on the bottom, and then, you know, you can tighten this down, and it'll clamp your handle. So, all right, so here it is, all finished up. You got multiple levels to clamp. You can squish together a stack of handle material. At the same time, you can press your blade into the handle of a hidden tang knife. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, remember, if you want a set of these build plans, let me know. I also have a set of parts here that I cannot sell because this hole is a little bit undersized and these cutouts are slightly undersized. So if somebody is really motivated and they would like to just drill these holes out and heirloom fit this into there by filing that tab down a tiny bit, I could probably give you those for the price of the shipping. Let me know if you're interested. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. I will see you next time.